You're supposed to do this and that because you're my mother, sister, cousin, or brother. I should not have to go to a friend or ask another. Why can't I have that car? Emily's parents got her that one. You just don't want me to have fun like everyone else. I bet their parents allow company over every Friday night. All you want to do, Dad, is fight. How come you're not like Mike's dad? You make me sad. I'm never glad. You're always mean, angry, or mad. I saved your life, therefore I deserve to be your wife. Better yet, I don't have to be nice. You owe me. You see, I bought you the best present of all. And it doesn't matter, just answer every time I call. The word of today is entitled. Entitled is the root word of entitlement. And if you look at the definition of entitlement, the first one is a right to benefits specified especially by law or contract. An example of this would be a person who works, they're entitled to income taxes at the end of the year, or a person who may work a lot of overtime, they will get time and a half benefits after 40 hours of work. And the second definition is a belief that one is deserving of entitled to certain privileges. A good example of this would be a teenager who cuts the lawn, or they get an honor roll in school, or they do their weekly chores. Their parents may give them allowance. Whereas someone who may not have a parent who makes a lot of money, they may not be entitled to those benefits. They may not even feel that they're entitled to those benefits because a single parent versus a two-parent home where the family may make $300,000, $400,000 a year shouldn't really be compared. Even though young people, they go on social media sites, they see their friends having different things. If they think realistically, they will realize, well, I have a single parent, so that's the reason why I'm not able to get some of the things that some of my friends may have. So if you look at the first example where it says that's the way it should be, that's the way it's supposed to be, that answers the question as to why it's not the way we always make it up to be in our mind, because many things must be taken into consideration, such as a person's income, whether they're single, and how many children they have. So that would answer the question as to why not when young people want to know why not. And then the last example I gave, you owe me. A lot of times people will do things because they want something in return. It's not always out of the kindness of their heart. So if you look at the example that I gave, Mark Twain's famous quote, after having saved the country, ain't they entitled to help themselves to just as much of it as they want? That's a bit irrational. And it reminds me of one of my favorite movies. It's a comedy called Kangaroo Jack, where a little boy had saved his friend's life while he was swimming at a beach. And then when they became adults, the man came into his friend's shop and basically said, I saved your life, so you basically owe me your life. He wanted for his friend to do something illegal involving televisions. So it was just one of those things where he used what he did for his friend as a form of manipulation. So, just keep in mind with the word entitlement, if you notice at the bottom, I underlined belief, deserving, and privileges. So just keep in mind when you believe you're entitled to something, try to look at it realistically. I mean, at the end of the day, we all have entitlements. I feel entitled because I cook for my daughter, so I feel entitled that she should do her dishes. My daughter feels entitled. She just finished school, and due to COVID-19, a lot of the young people are upset because they're not sure if they're going to have a graduation, but they're entitled to a graduation because they went to school for 12 years. So just keep in mind that we all are entitled to something. And just keep in mind that many of your parents didn't have that option. Their parents told them to do something and there was not a response. Why not? The answer would have been because I told you so. But because I love young people so much, I figured to take some time out and give words of the day. So, speaking of day, have a nice one.